Hello everyone, today topic is sum of two numbers by using Python. Okay. Now, in our days, we are using Python to sum of two numbers like in this way. We took a variable that is a, that is int type or float type. I change it as float type for better convenience. Okay, and it should be a float type. And the sum is a plus b. Okay. If I run it by using terminal, I run it by using terminal. This is the number is 25. I put the second number is 25. That is 51. Okay. Now this is the in general way we are trying to using sum, but it is not the professional way. We are trying to use in the oops. Okay. That is the main thing, main contrast. Now here in oops we are taking a class that is addition. Okay. That's I use the class of sum of the two numbers that I use. Now here this is the constructor part. The constructor contains cells as the first argument and num1 and num2 here the two parameters. Now this num1 and num2 these are the local parameters which we took using to take the input from the user. This self.num1 and self.num2 are the parameters which is used by the constructor to initialize the two numbers. Okay, and there these num1 and num2 are the global parameter. Okay, that's we are using throughout the whole program. This is the part of the constructor. Now next, this is the part of the methods. Here we are defining the sum by using the methods. Here these methods return the self.num1 and self.num2. This is the value of the addition of the two variables that actually return towards the constructor by using this function. Okay, that is a sum function. Now these num1 and num2 that are the variable which is actually we are taking as the input. Okay, inserting the input or take the input from the user. That is the input. Okay. Now this object is the object which is actually add. Okay. This object is actually performing the addition number one and number two. And the result which is actually stored by using the object. Okay, this object actually stores the result. The result which actually stores the object that initialize with the and that passes or the to give the access towards the function that is sum. That is the main function. That is the main method. Okay, not the function. Here it is it the thing is outside from the class that is function. If it is inside from the class that is method. And here this is the method. So this result actually passes the whole sum or the result towards the method and then method passes towards the class. Okay. Then we are print by using this statement and the format. The format is num1 and num2 that we took as the input from the user and the result, the final result. This is the final result variable. That is the result and that should be expressed the whole result. Now if we try to run it by using our terminal and this should be like this. If we have to type like Python, give a space and space the S, then press the tab key, and it will be totally execution start. Enter the first number that I use 25, and enter the another number that I use 26. The sum is 51. Okay, here 1 minute. It's actually execute the sum general. If I use Python and here that is sum of. So here you try to sum underscore off. If I use press in the tab key, then it will redirect the oops related. The first number is 25. Okay, the second number is 26. And here the oops related means which is program that containing oops that provide the output. And this is the general program which is used which I try to construct like this. This is the general program output and this is the oops program. So this output, the second output is from the oops program by using which we are trying to use the sum of two numbers by using oops and the first program that is sum of two numbers in general way. So I think it is understandable and clear to you. So thank you so much.